21:30, London Euston to Glasgow Central.
How much is that?
Pound. You have a thick night, Jimmy?
Problem with the language.
Aye?
Every time I asked for a half in the boozer, they gave me a whiskey.
Well, you count your blessings, Jimmy. Every time I'm in London and ask for a half, I get a beer.
George not down yet?
Never got home last night.
Well, where did he go?
You know what he's like.
Well, what can he be working on up here that we wouldn't know about?
The greatest enigma of them all. What does a Scotsman wear under his kilt?
Porridge. See me, see my grandfather, see porridge. Used to make it in a big iron pot every Saturday night. When it was cool enough, he waited to get cold, and he cut it into slices. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Slice for every day in the week.
And what day of the week have I got here?
Oh, don't worry about that, son. We've moved on since then. We get it imported fresh from Hong Kong.
See you, see me. Think you're being sent up.
Hello. Here comes another victim of island hospitality.
Please there a man with soul so dead, who never to himself hath said, never again, my bleeding head.
Who do I punch?
Well, I suppose ultimately the blame lies at the door of that little American chap who writes books about money.
Ah, that boss. I wish I had him here. Be lucky if all he got was a split infinitive.
You're jumping the gun, Jack.
You reckon?
The Home Office has denied that Intercity is to be axed.
Well, my old alcoholic headmaster at Postle Park used to tell us in the civics class, never believe a rumour until it's been officially denied.
We had no such delicious pragmatism at Harrow.
Let's see, what's the smart money in Whitehall saying?
You're for the chop.
Bloody great.
It all boils down to old Lord Bryce Norton.
Never heard of him.
He's a sort of grey eminence. The only man the PM will listen to.
Make a meet.
He's abroad. And no one knows when, or indeed if, he's coming back.
Someone's pointing a bone at us.
Well, whatever Intercity achieved, or didn't achieve, at least it got George Bullman moved up to Chief Inspector.
Don't drink that! Definitely not a good year, Mr. Bullman. I got this dream, Willie. You walk into a hotel bedroom and I listen ear holes agape to you confessing to a terminal case of granny bashing. The Queen Mum, maybe. Something that gets you 5 long ones to run consecutive. Hey, I read in the morning sheets that you're about to become redundant. You making me an offer? All as sweet as you can eat, plus a new pair of gloves every Christmas. Up yours. I'll take you to lunch. No, I haven't got time, Willie. Come on. You don't pick up Ferguson till 3 o'clock. Yeah. Who told you that? Mr. Bullman. This is my town.
तुझे पता है जो वो लड़की भाग गई है? अरे हाँ, वो तो सरदार की बेटी है। अरे अच्छा, वो।
Where the hell are we going? A training session. Got your own private army, have you? Now, that's what you call a leading question, Mr. Bowman. There it is, the home of Partick Thistle Football Club.
Thought Partick Thistle was only a musical joke.
You want to wise up, Mr. Bowman. Oh, sure, the punters used to say, don't turn up early to watch Partick or you might find yourself in the team. But these days are gone.
More of a Crystal Palace man myself.
I hear they might be playing in Europe next year. If I can write a song in time.
And go!
Tarsam, come here.
Morning, Mr. Mauchline.
I hear you were on song last night.
You've been reading the newspapers?
Yeah, but who is it on Saturday?
Rangers, at Ibrox.
Come on, you're not sorting yet!
The Bears will eat you.
Well, that'll be right.
This is Mr. George Bullman, an old friend of mine.
Business rival.
Mr. Bullman is Fuzz from London. This is Tarsam Sardar. The fans call him Tiresome. Sometimes they're right. What? Did I say something wrong?
You didn't used to be stupid, Ramila.
I'm not stupid. I'm first in my class, even in English.
I asked you not to go out, didn't I?
This place stinks of paint.
Why in God's name did you have to go to the park?
I like the park. My mother used to take me there.
Every Indian mother in Glasgow takes their children to the park.
So what?
So somebody could easily have recognised you. Who's this?
I let myself in. Where's the live-in lover?
Training. This is his sister, Ramila.
I'm not sure this is my scene, Flint.
You promised.
I have promised. I'm getting an exhibition ready for Edinburgh.
Show him. Let Shuggy see why you're here. Well?
I'll do what you want.
What do you think of it, Mr. Billman?
Place must have cost you a few bob, will he?
Everything is of the best. See the dinner services and the pots here? Had them specially made for me. A fella called Shuggy Dawson. Magic.
Piss or get off the pot, Mauchline.
You're not going to get Ferguson back to London.
The whole picture, will he?
They're saying that Ferguson has done a deal. They're saying that Ferguson is going to sing. So Ferguson will never reach the smoke.
What about Ferguson's fellow travellers?
They'll just have to take their chances.
Is that it?
That's your lot.
Right, I'll get the bill. Waiter!
It's on me.
No, never. No offence, Willie, but you know how it is. Free meals are dangerous. Come here. That little speck of garnered fruit that by and by will make the music mute.
You're a bad boy. Mr. Billman.
Yeah?
Make sure you're tooled up for this trip.
It's out of the question.
What's your thinking, sir?
You don't think you might be overreacting in this instance, Chief Inspector?
No, sir.
You see, basically all police forces face the same problems. Where they differ is in the methods they employ to deal with these problems.
What's wrong with our methods, sir?
We find them rather precipitate.
Just a bunch of bleeding cowboys. Is that us, eh?
As far as recourse to firearms is concerned, yes. In my view, this does serious damage to our image as a responsible, law-maintaining body.
Right. I want my request logged, sir, with your reasons for refusing it.
Certainly. And if you're nervous of Ferguson, as you appear to be, we'll lay on backup. A car and 2 men of our support unit.
Armed, sir?
Of course not.
They're no bleeding use to me, are they? They'd be better employed rounding up all them dangerous 9-year-old glue sniffers roaming Sucky Hall Street.
Any prizes for guessing what it is?
Come on, I'll buy the coffee.
Last of the big bleeding spenders, that's you, Galbraith.
Planning department painted itself into a corner.
No, private venture.
Guy's ambition was bigger than his bank balance.
After every World Cup, they throw the Scottish team manager off it.
You're a bloody English nationalist. Come on, time we met your governor.
What the hell's wrong with you?
That man.
What about him?
Well, he keeps staring.
Could be a fan.
He's Fuzz from London.
So what? Far as I know, the border hasn't been closed at Carlisle.
Ramila.
Ramila's safe. Shaggy Dawson's taken her to his place near Drimmen.
Suppose my father went to the coppers in London.
Your old man knows you might end up in the pokey if you did that. And characters who maltreat children get a rough time in the pokey. Look, I can't stand you sitting there twitching at me. Piss off. And if this guy follows you out, then we can start making plans to flee the country.
Hey, Tiresome. Somebody wants to see you.
There we are. Well, I hear you're running with Nervous Nelly.
Yeah, he's well named.
Yeah, he's a joke cop. Political. Came up through admin.
Yeah, we've got them too.
You asked for this last night.
What is it?
The first 36 verses of the Ball of Kirriemuir.
Get your bleeding haircut.
You get cows and sheep as well, Shaggy?
No, only a few hens. Oh, hey, careful. Mind your feet there. You're getting covered in instant omelette.
Where'd I put the eggs, Shaggy?
There's 2 bowls on the table there.
Two of the eggs is cracked. We'll put them in the wee bowl.
Oh, you're not just a pretty face, then, eh?
It's brilliant.
It's for an Arts Council exhibition in Edinburgh.
It's an arts council.
Now, there's a question no artist has ever been able to answer.
This is your patch, Galbraith, right?
Right.
So, what's Willie Mocklin up to?
Well, it's all down to the way the city's changing.
Like building bridges that go nowhere.
The city's evolving into sophistication.
And so's the city's crime.
Exactly. We never had any organised crime up here. Not really. It was all OK Corral stuff. Not anymore, though. Now the hard men go around with teams of accountants and lawyers.
I'm beginning to see something through this Scotch mist. Willie Mocklin's fighting off a takeover bid, right?
You've marked your card right.
Who's in the ring with him?
A packy named Bose.
How are you, Tarzan? Your father phoned me this morning from London. I don't hear you asking how he is.
Well, maybe that's because I don't give a bugger whether he lives or dies.
He is anxious about your sister.
Oh, aye. I can just see him with his pocket calculator, working out how much her marriageable value is decreasing with every minute she's away.
Where is she, Tarzan?
She's safe.
That is not the answer I wanted.
Well, we don't always get what we want.
I do. It would be a great loss to Scottish football if you never played again.
I didn't quite miss Ferguson.
Why?
Oh, unique personality.
Yeah, killed 18 people.
Yeah, that we know of. Yeah, then talks about it like a surgeon talks about an operation. Real professional.
Give me the money, show me the target.
Man, woman, or child.
Handicrafts champion.
Oh, I can see I'm in the minority here. Excuse me, George.
Inspector Bowman. Prisoner ready, sir.
Right.
Proper charmer, isn't he?
It's very couth, not to mention kempt.
He doesn't like us English much.
He told me that the most powerful weapon the English invented was the double-barreled name.
Chief Inspector Bowman.
Yeah.
Are you saying he was the person to whom the prisoner is assigned?
Did you say, to whom?
It's grammatically correct, sir.
George, your prisoner, Helen Ferguson.
This the road to Peebles?
You should know.
I was engaged to a boy from Peebles once.
What happened?
I broke it off.
And his arms. And his legs.
Your pal's a dirty wee middle. You're not taking the A74 then?
Nah, it's too obvious.
I thought a celebrity like me would have rated at least a shuttle flight.
We're on the A721.
I know. North of Bigger, you get onto the A702 for Carlisle.
Oh, you approve?
No skin off my ass. I'm not going that far.
Chief, we've got a blue shadow. Been there about 10 minutes.
You're getting jumpy.
William Mocklin was right. We should be tooled up.
Waken me when my pals open up with their armour lights.
Hey, Tylerson, what chance you think you've got against the Rangers if you're frightened of a wee electric drill?
Boss wasn't bluffing.
That's exactly what he was doing. You know nothing about Glasgow, do you?
Oh, aye. I was only born and brought up here.
The punters watched Bowes go from a smelly wee shop in Argyle Street in 5 years. Punters lived in the slum property he bought. They paid his disgusting rents. You know all about the home improvement grants used for anything but improving homes.
Helped by white lawyers.
Helped by white lawyers. They knew that too. But they put up with it. They maybe even admired Bowes for putting one over on them.
Glasgow punters are mugs.
Maybe so. But tell them somebody's used an electric drill on a young football player, and they'll queue up to shop him. Maybe even lunch him.
Where are you going?
To phone Shuggy.
It'll be too late.
You're never going to be a great player, Tarsem. You lack what the sports writers call character.
Oh, George, where are you speaking from? What are you doing there? Oh, he's lost Ferguson. What? Hijacked? On the A721? I see. What? Well, this isn't dock with a broken leg. Hey, Bennett, how's she, George? Oh, come on. Surely she must have been raped at least once. Oh, you'll tell me what you're going to do, will you? Let me tell you what you've done. You've almost certainly destroyed any chance this department's got of escaping the axe. You've made us the laughingstock of every force in the country. You've given a boost to every villain in the land. You're stupid, inefficient, careless, cocky, and as thick as the rim of a chamber pot. You've been all these things, and you still are, and I wouldn't be surprised if you're bloody bent as well. Get me The first flight up to Glasgow.
Will do.
I'm leaving you in charge of the shop.
Will do.
What are you trying to say?
Well, I don't think you should have said that about him in Bend.
Piss off. Let me have my first coronary in peace, eh?
Is Tarzan okay? Oh, come on, that's a bit strong, Flick. Hey, look, if what you're saying's true, I better hang up. Yeah, I'll talk to you again.
Who was that?
Flick,
What'd she have to say?
we're gonna have visitors.
What about Ferguson, then?
How about Ferguson?
Well, that Intercity lot must feel like a right lot of tubes.
Yeah, you could be right.
Wonder where Ferguson is now.
Who knows? Could be at the bottom of the Clyde, where knickers filled with 56 weights.
You reckon?
At the time of going to press. You know something?
What?
Nobody in Scotland could throw a better pot than Shuggy does. Look at that.
Okay, what's all this crap about you two being police officers?
What makes you think we're not?
Well, firstly, coppers don't wear handmade shoes.
And secondly,
Tarzan Sardar phoned me to expect you. So you can throw away your equity cards.
where is she?
She's not here.
We'll look around.
Go ahead. Oh, by the way, you haven't got much time.
We've got as much time as you.
Shut up. Explain yourself, friend.
The local cops drop in here for a can of beer every night. You've got about 45 minutes.
Is my car here?
Yes, it's outside, sir.
I want to see you in the morning. 9 o'clock sharp. Bloody sharp.
Any luck? You've got an interesting face.
You might tell that to the wrong people. Hey, look. Who's... Hey! You're a smart-ass, Dawson.
Oh, what did the quack say then?
Took one look at my leg and said, beautiful.
Big deal. I get that all the time.
So we don't have to have a whip round for a crutch and a parrot then?
Nah, clean break. No problems.
That crab-faced Lambie been to see you?
Yeah, he passed through.
What did he have to say?
What happened, Sergeant? Where, when, how and why? Oh, and why didn't you? Particularly, why didn't you?
Born leader of men.
Then he got up to go. And just as he was leaving the ward, he remembered something. Oh, by the way, Willis, how's the leg?
Should have told him I was there. Shuggy should have told him.
Sorry, Anne.
Where's the man with the golden gloves?
If you mean Chief Inspector Bullman, he's upstairs in his room.
Is he in the huff? Eh?
You arrive at the airport and blast him out and walk off.
What I've got to say to him, I'm keeping warm.
And what's keeping him, sir, is an irresistible desire to punch you in the mouth.
Bullman? Bullman, come on, I know you're in there.
Excuse me, just what do you think you're doing?
Hey, a man in here might be committing suicide.
Well, is that any reason why you're making enough noise to waken the dead?
Hey, come on! Open up!
Now listen, you.
Just come inside for a moment, would you? The time is 22:07 hours, right?
If you say so.
Yes, well, I want you to put the date and the time on each of those pages there, plus your initials.
Where are we going?
Back to Glasgow.
We'll be on this early in the morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. What happened to your cooking?
Somebody hit me when my back was turned.
This Glasgow, full of violent acrobats.
Sausage, tomato, bacon and egg. I'm suspending you, George.
Oh, no, you ain't.
And it's nothing to do with what happened last night either.
Even if it had been, you still ain't putting me on the bleeding sideline.
Oh, what's to stop me?
This. WDC Bennett will tell you all you need to know about it.
What have we got here?
What you've got there, sir, is Chief Inspector Bullman's resignation.
You're in charge then?
Could I have that in writing, sir? To show to my grandchildren?
You liaise with Galbraith till I can get Singer up here.
Where is this?
It's a high-rise block for senior citizens.
Who are we going to see?
Oh, no women I know.
What's her name?
Ma Cameron.
Melisada.
Nice name.
My big brother's famous. He plays for Partick Thistle.
That's my brother. He was famous too.
Did he play for Partick Thistle?
No. He shot for a policeman.
She's only kidding, Mama.
What are you after, Shaggy?
Keep her here for a while?
It's not exactly convenient at the moment.
3 days.
All right. But not 1 minute longer.
You're a doll, Ma. And you'll behave yourself, won't you?
Always do.
Hey, thanks, Ma.
Do you think that was wise?
Uncanny is human existence, and still without meaning. A buffoon can be fatal to it.
Nietzsche.
Huh?
You're familiar with Nietzsche?
Yeah, used to deliver my milk.
You being accosted?
No, just a fellow scholar.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to run Superintendent Lambie to the airport.
You don't have to report to me.
Do I detect a faint aroma of self-pity?
I know what they did when they wanted to pee.
You know, the same thoughts cross my mind about chastity belts. Have you got any immediate plans?
Well, I'm going to stay up here, work for Scottish Independence, and go down south and have Lambie deported.
No, I meant something a bit more immediate than that.
I'm going to need your help.
Doing what?
I'm going after Ferguson.
Have you seen the state of that young girl's back? Her father's handiwork, she tells me. What do you intend to do about it? Well, I could always send for the police. Ah, bloody ha. Listen, these wogs aren't the same as us, Ferguson. They've got their own ideas about bringing up children. Bloody inhuman. Shaggy Dawson's always picking up lame ducks. I'm doing her a favour keeping the girl here. If anything else is to be done for her, that's up to Shaggy.
I've moved, Ramella.
Where to?
I'm not telling you, and then you won't be able to tell Tarzan.
You're crazed with power, Shaggy.
Till we get this thing sorted out, yes.
Talking of power,
Everywhere I go, people have me moving furniture.
that corner over there.
I'll get a truss. Wear it on the outside. I should be getting this iron bars. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe if we tried it with the bloody drawers in.
Good thinking, Shaggy. This one's stuck. You have a go. One more time. Sorry, Shaggy. Oh, dear. Just pile them in any old towel. Sort them out later.
What's this? What's it going on? Another. Brand new passports. Mint condition. Virginal, if you pardon the expression.
This one isn't. Who the hell's Jocelyn Van Fleet? And what the hell's Tarsem doing with her passport?
Can I ask you something?
No secrets between us, remember?
What happened to your face?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask that.
Well, I was hoping you'd tell me.
Well, that's what's known as a Glasgow farewell.
You're kidding.
I'm not. You know in Hawaii they hang flowers round your neck, right?
Right?
In Glasgow they just hang one on you.
In other words, mind your own bloody business, right?
In other words, yes. Yeah.
There's one intruding. Oh. Not too happy a trip up north, one hears.
One hears, right?
Well, that Ferguson fiasco couldn't possibly have happened at the worst moment, you know.
The other departments are just loving it.
Oh, well, naturally. The La Rockenthorpe was right when he said there's always something terribly satisfying in the misfortunes of one's friends.
The Home Office won't be too unhappy either.
Oh, well, naturally. Axing an incompetent department. Well, that is how they were presented.
I'm sending Singer up there.
Well, it's a bit late for mending fences, isn't it? The ACC up
The
there.
ACC up there is a bureaucratic, pompous fart.
Any word about Lord Bryce-Norton?
No, I haven't been able to contact him yet. But my latest fix is, incredibly enough, that he may be in Scotland.
Do you like this pink, Shaggy?
No, not much. Reminds me of dental plastic.
That'll be Tarsem.
What all that, man?
No, the bugger's too lazy to look for his key.
Hey, that's coming on nicely, isn't it?
Who is Jocelyn Van Fleet? Who is she? Who is she?
Is she gone bananas or something?
Who is Jocelyn Van Fleet?
We found some passports, Tarzan.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Morton.
Don't give it a thought, Denzel. When the good Lord made time, he made plenty of it.
What can I do for you?
I haven't received last month's returns yet, Denzel.
Oh, you're not worried, Mr. Morton?
No. Just keeping an eye on my investments, that's all.
The accountant's in hospital, you see.
What hospital?
The Western.
What ward?
10. Tell him when you see him.
Why should I want to see him? I trust you, Denzel. Looking for me, Shuggy?
Aye, can I have a private word with you?
Right. Would you excuse us for a wee minute, Denzel? Now, what can I do for you, son? Oh. And what's the story?
You're a pain in the arse, Tarsem.
Why?
You took those passports to protect yourself, you see.
Boss was only out of the room for a few minutes. That was the only time he ever left the safe open.
How long had you been working for him?
About 2 years.
Had he ever threatened to kill you or anything like that?
He used to beat me up.
Why did you hold on to the passports?
Well, I forgot all about them.
Because you were no longer threatened.
I suppose that was it.
But your sister was threatened.
Oh, that was different.
She was only a girl, right? And you could have prevented what happened to Shaggy's pottery if you hadn't been so passionately in love with yourself.
And what makes you so bloody damn perfect, eh?
Is this all the passports that was in the safe?
No, he just grabbed a few off the top bundle.
I see. I'm sorry about your pottery, son.
So am I.
Yeah. This Bose Bampot's a right liberty taker, isn't he?
I need to go, Mr. Moore.
Aye, right. Oh, here. Give Mike a shout, son, when you get out. Tell him I want to see him.
There's somebody here called Mike. Mr. Mauchline wants to see you. Yours to obey, Mr. Mauchline.
What? Oh, yeah, I've got a wee job for you, Mike.
He was not up to much. Come in!
Line the women against the wall.
Hello, Mr. Billman. Hey, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, I was just wrestling with Kant's critique of pure reason.
What, is it dirty?
No, just unintelligible.
Yeah, well, give it a body swerve and lend me your ears. Because I'm going to tell you a real story about a character called Bose.
My beautiful Rolls Royce.
Proper ancient mariner, aren't you, Willie?
Yeah.
It's a good story, but it could use a small soupçon of backup.
Like this.
You never used to be a grass.
Why did Bose hijack Ferguson?
To get her to go after you, right?
Right.
You know, Willie, somehow I have the greatest difficulty in regarding that as a crime. You got all that?
Enough.
15 minutes. If you're not out in that time, I'll be in for you.
Right. Keep change.
Well, you call that a tip?
The lift stuck here?
Oh, no, sir. It's just taking its time. Is that what I think it is?
If you're thinking it's a coffin, huh?
Oh, here we are. I'm in business.
Right, okay. To you then. Mind the bottom. Okay.
Oh, it's all right. Come on in, Hen, if you're coming.
Ah, thanks.
Which floor?
18.
All the way to 20 for us, is that right?
Check. Oh, don't worry, Hen. It's empty.
What happens when it isn't?
Bring it down the same way. That's why the black plastic cover. Mark of respect.
See, it's past winter here. Me and Connolly are practically lived in this lift, you know. All the old folk were dying off like flies.
The old folk call us Bill and Ben the flower pot, mate.
Well, 18 it is. Be seeing you, darling.
Don't make it too soon.
Very fast in anyway.
What makes you think the girl's here?
Information received.
Your information's duff.
In that case, you'll have no objection if I search the flat.
Now go and fetch her.
Thank you.
She in there?
I could smell her perfume all over the place.
You sure?
I sat handcuffed to that perfume for 45 minutes, remember?
Yeah, so you did.
So what do we do now?
Q3, Q3. Anyone prepared to talk to me? Over.
Bullman.
You know him?
Yeah.
We should have kept the girl as a hostage.
There's no age limit on hostages. Ma, you're going to give a party for the neighbours.
Mr. Bose speaking. I thought I distinctly requested you not to ring me at this number.
Get down here, Bose, soonest.
I'm sorry I'm not able to accede to your request.
Bose, you were supposed to spring me, not get me damn near killed.
I can't be held responsible for Mr. Bullman's bad driving.
Get your ass down here now. The place is swarming with fuzz, but I'll fix it that they let you through.
I'm learning something new every day. For instance, that God's name is Ferguson.
You'd better believe it. And here's something else you'd better believe. I know who you really are, Bose. Like I said, there's no age limit on hostages.
Here endeth my moment of glory.
I've come to take over, George.
It's nothing to do with me. Well, nobody can say you're not starting with style. Full-scale siege.
George never does anything by halves.
Look at the old guy.
Somebody call Bullman.
Over here, Dad.
It's that mad bitch up there.
Yeah?
There's a guy coming through here called Bose, and you've to let him through.
Did you say what she'd do if we didn't?
Well, one of us will get shot.
How many is she holding up there?
6. And that doesn't include the 4 kids.
You in a hurry to get back, Dad?
Dad? No, Granddad. To 2 of the kids. Aye.
4 kids. Bloody.
Just a minute, George.
Haven't got a minute.
Yeah, you better take this.
It's a pity your father never took a strap to you.
He did.
I can't make a statement.
Somebody mentioned the police have guns, sir. Do the police have
How many
guns?
police are here?
Yeah.
What's that idea? Just an idea.
Give us an idea, surely.
Gangway,
Just give just one shot. Come on.
But it's wearing bloody makeup.
Meet my shield, Bose.
Well, if we attack up the stairs, we'll get slaughtered. As will most of the old folk.
Same if we bypass them and come back down the stairs at them.
Well, how about both sides at once?
Same opposition.
And if we go up in the lift, it's suicide.
The lift. That's it.
You're demanding an aircraft to take you to Libya?
To fly us both to Libya.
Why should I want to go to Libya?
Because you're washed up here.
My beautiful Rolls Royce.
Ask them to post it on to you. I'll take the stairs.
Take your pick.
Cameron! Who's Cameron?
That's me.
Who's your body sock?
Yeah, where are you taking that?
Are you Cameron, 18.5?
That's me, all right.
Well, this is your order, missus.
This is some terrible mistake.
Cooper and I don't make mistakes, do we, Cooper?
Take that thing back from where it came from.
Oh, come on, Ma. You never know when a thing like that might come in handy.
I wouldn't go through that again for all the tea in China.
Oh, for 3 dozen plastic roses and a big chiming cloak.
Hold it right there, boss. Get me to hospital.
Are you hurt?
Nah, I want to see Willis.
Worth a broken leg it was, seeing you come out of that big Lego building with all them senior citizens. Like a bleeding Pied Piper for geriatrics.
Saw it on the telly, did you?
Where else? All that ACC ain't half a proper Burke.
Cool, not much. Well, I'm leaving WDC Bennett to look after you.
And who's watching now? The number 8 Scottish rugby jersey.
Any loose ends bugging you?
Yeah, passports.
Well, they were stolen from the main passport office in Petty France, Westminster, April 1967. 450 of them.
Wonder how much Bose made on them.
Well, Bose wasn't Bose. He was Gopal Apte, wanted for murder in Malaysia, Nepal and France.
Yeah, nasty bugger.
I had a nice wee line in picking up hippies, robbing them, stealing their passports and doing them in.
Jocelyn Van Fleet.
That's a funny one, eh? I know why he kept her passport.
Ah, well met, woman. I brought some along to see you. This is Chief Inspector Bullman, Lord Brightmorton.
Chief Inspector Bowman that I have already met.
Ah, yes.
Nisha. Indeed we have, sir.
I'd like to speak to the Chief Inspector privately, Doctor.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, yes.
I owe you a deep debt of gratitude, Bowman.
Sir?
Jocelyn Van Fleet was my favourite granddaughter.
Ah.
I'm afraid I'm like many other trendy liberals. When it happens to me personally, I want to bring back hanging and flogging.
I feel a bit of a phony, really, sir. I mean, I'm getting medals for what? I get manipulated rotten by a Scotch villain, little girl runs away from home, and it all adds up to pure bleeding luck in my books.
Napoleon's first requirement in a general was luck.
Napoleon don't run Intercity.
True. Incidentally, I don't think you'd need worry about Intercity's future.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And I've asked Superintendent Lambie to tear up your resignation, suspecting as I do that you'd never do that by yourself.
Thank you again, sir. Feel free to call on me anytime you wish.
Hi, George. All A-okay?
Yeah.
Oh, there's just one thing. Even Stephen. Back to square one, Chief Inspector.
Back to square one.